Are you planning on moving to the San Francisco Bay Area or just looking for a change and somewhere new to live? Well, I'm going to be breaking down the Bay Area, different places to live, the pricing, things to do, people, culture, schools, pricing, all kinds of fun stuff in this video. So stay tuned and let's take a peek inside of the San Francisco Bay Area. If you're new to the channel, my name is Danny Burgess, and on this channel we break down everything about the San Francisco Bay Area told to you by a local native, and I'm ready to dive into this next video. And if you aren't new to the channel, please do me a favor, subscribe, comment, like, so you can be alerted next time a new video comes up. Now today we're exploring the different regions around the San Francisco Bay Area to help you define where you want to call home. Now we're going to break down the Bay Area from the San Francisco proper, North Bay, East Bay, Peninsula, South Bay. All right, so let's get started with the East Bay. In the East Bay, you're going to find a ton of different cities, ranging all the way as far north as Richmond, all the way as far south as Fremont, all the way as far east as places like Concord, Walnut Creek, Brentwood. It's a vast area that we need to break down. Definitely the inner East Bay is known for its cultural diversity and art scene, specifically in the cities of Oakland and Berkeley. Now you're gonna find a lot of young families, artists, people who have been here for generations, including my family, throughout the East Bay. Now the East Bay is generally going to be considered much more affordable than San Francisco, the Peninsula, or Silicon Valley and San Jose regions. If you're looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath in the Concord, Walnut Creek, Brentwood type of area, you could expect to pay anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million, where if you go over into Silicon Valley or the Peninsula, you might be looking $2 to $3 million for those similar types of homes. Generally speaking, the inner East Bay area is going to have a more mild climate because it's right there on the bay and we get a beautiful breeze being right there on the coast. Once you get over the hillside into Orinda, Concord, San Ramon, Danville, the weather temperature does move up a little bit because you're not as exposed to the water and the breeze. And then of course you have the Berkeley Marina, you can fish off the pier there, we have the wonderful Oakland Zoo, and then there's just parks, abundance amounts of parks throughout the hillsides, which ranges all the way from Fremont all the way up to Richmond. The East Bay offers a diverse community ranging from artists to young professionals, families to people who have been here for generations, making it an ideal location for young families moving into the area. All right, let's jump into the South Bay. So in the South Bay, there's going to be a ton of cities, but mainly based around San Jose. So there's going to be Morgan Hill, Cupertino, Santa Clara, Mountain View, Sunnyvale, Saratoga, Los Gatos. All of these cities are kind of considered the South Bay region, and then they brush up into the peninsula. Definitely considered the hub of Silicon Valley, the South Bay is going to be the most prominent place for the tech community. So of course you're going to find mostly tech employees because they're some of the only people that can afford the housing. And then you're going to find a lot of university professionals as well because we are close proximity to Santa Clara University and Stanford. Now, the prices here for homes is going to be one of the highest priced areas because we are right on the footsteps of Silicon Valley. You're looking at an average price point anywhere from 1.3 to 1.8 million, ranging from San Jose to Los Gatos area. The weather is nothing to complain about here. We often get compared to Mediterranean weather. The lows are going to be in the 60s, the highs are going to be in the 80s, and throughout the year it's a very, very mild, perfect climate. Now, some popular destinations within the arm's reach in the South Bay is going to be Mission Peak for hiking, Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk for beach and roller coaster fun, and then there's a really cool Santana Row where a lot of people go for shopping, and right next to that is the Winchester Mystery House. Don't want to miss that if you have kids. So the South Bay is going to be the perfect opportunity for somebody looking for a career in the tech space, as well as growing families who are looking for wonderful, amazing public schools. Now I hope this video has been helpful to you, and don't worry, we still have 2 more regions to break down. But if you're concerned about finding the perfect home or location for you and your family, don't hesitate to download my relocation guide or book an appointment directly with me with the link below. So that relocation guide has some amazing tips, so don't forget to download it. We'd love to be a resource for you. All our contact information is on the screen, so call, text, or book an appointment today. All right, jumping over to the west side of the Bay Area, we call that the Peninsula. Let's break that down a bit. So the Peninsula is gonna kind of start in Palo Alto. Some people say Mountain View, Sunnyvale is the bottom of the South Bay, but it's gonna range from Sunnyvale, Mountain View, Palo Alto, streaming through Redwood City, all the way up into places like Daly City and South San Francisco. Generally speaking, you're also going to find mostly tech professionals because the price points are so high, and you're bunched right in between San Francisco and Silicon Valley. So we're gonna find a lot of entrepreneurs, young families, and of course lots of people who have lived here for generations back when there used to be farms all throughout the peninsula. Now, home prices here can be extremely expensive. We have some of the most expensive zip codes in the country, including places like Atherton and Hillsborough. Now, the weather is gonna vary greatly depending on where you are in the peninsula, but Redwood City is right in the middle, and it's considered to have the best weather in the country. As you move up into the northern peninsula like Daly City and South San Francisco, you will get some foggy days. The fog kind of rolls over the hill off the Pacific right into those cities, so just be aware of that. Overall, you're going to have really mild weather here, ranging from the 60s to 80s, just similar to the South Bay, just a little bit more mild. Now, a few amazing places to visit. You can hop straight across Highway 92 to Half Moon Bay. That puts you out on California Highway 1. There's going to be some of the most amazing food and beaches out there, so if you're in the area, go check that out. Also, of course, we have the immediate proximity to the Golden Gate Bridge, which pushes you up into Sausalito, and of course Alcatraz. If you want to do something a little bit more touristy, that's a fun destination too. Yeah, so I'd say the Peninsula is really a great spot for a family who both work in the tech community, and maybe the wife is working in the city, the husband's working down in Silicon Valley, and the partners are trying to figure out where the best place is to live. Usually that mid-peninsula spot is the perfect commuter's location. All right, and one of the most underrated and least talked about regions in the Bay Area is going to be the North Bay. So let's hop into it. So the North Bay Area includes amazing counties like Marin, Sonoma, and of course Napa. It's really known for its scenic beauty and of course the wine country. Now, prices here are still considered on the high side, but it's actually going to be more affordable than say San Francisco Peninsula or the South Bay. It's just going to be a little bit more commute if you're driving into the San Francisco Bay Area. So you're going to find an array of people out here in the North Bay Area. A lot of people who are nature lovers, retirees, or people who just want a little slower pace of life who are willing to commute into the city or Silicon Valley. Now, the weather here in the North Bay is going to be a little hotter than, say, the Peninsula or San Francisco. You're going to see temperatures into the hundreds, usually in North Marin County in the late summers, but generally speaking, very mild, especially as close as you get to the Bay Area in Sausalito and Mill Valley. Those temperatures are really mild down there. Some popular destinations in the North Bay is going to be Sausalito, wine country, and then you can also get out to the ocean and go to one of my favorite beaches in California, Stinson Beach. So the North Bay is perfect for somebody who's looking for a more relaxed lifestyle, doesn't mind a little bit of a commute, and just wants to get away from the hustle and bustle of the San Francisco Bay Area. So we just broke down all of the different regions of the Bay Area. So do me a favor, leave a comment about your thoughts or tell me if I missed something. And I know, once again, this process can be overwhelming. So do me a favor, download the free relocation guide or reach out anytime, book an appointment with us, text, call me. I'm here for you. I'm an open book. Now, the Bay Area is awesome, but if you want to hear about one of my favorite places to live, click the video right here, which breaks down my pros and cons of living in San Jose. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment so you get updated when I upload my new videos.